Hello and welcome to this first Maya 2012 tutorial. In this tutorial I'm just going to take you over the basics of Maya. And first, everything here is based off the origin of the grid, which is this center point, and everything is moved and scaled and rotated along axes, I guess is what they're called. It could be axis plural. And there's y, x, y, and z, and y is up and down basically, and x is this way, and z is this way. And then for this view that's right here, just what you're looking at right now, is called this perspective view. And to navigate around it, you can press Alt and then left mouse button click and drag, and you can just kind of rotate around. And then you can do Alt middle mouse button click and pan around the scene, or Alt right mouse button click and zoom in and out when you drag. There's also this thing called the Viewcube, and you can press on this home button and it'll take you to the default perspective view. Or you can click on any one of these edges or sides or anything like that, or you can click and drag on the view cube and it'll act like a pivot. And that's it for the perspective view. If you press spacebar, then it'll take you to this 4-view thing, and this is perspective view, and all these are the orthographic views, which are top, front, and side. If you hover over one of these and press spacebar again, it'll take you to that view individually. And so if you go back to the perspective view, and so next is probably the most important part of Maya, which is setting your project. Okay, to set your project, just go up to File, then you can go to Set Project. I already have one. You can just do New Folder and type it out, and you can put it in your own directory. It's going to bring you to the default one, but I like to put it in my own so I can be more organized. Then just click on Set. Now since I already had it, it didn't, but it's going to bring up a window that says, do you want to create a default workspace? Click Create a Default Workspace, and that'll put folders and stuff in there. Now to make sure those folders get there, go to File, Project Window, then just hit Accept. Now all of those folders will be in there to sort everything out. And then to save your scene, you just go up to File, Save Scene As, and you can save it as whatever you want to call it. I just call mine Scene 1. You can save it as that. And then to open it, you can just do Open Scene. And as you can see, it put the scene in the Scenes folder, so everything's all organized. If you press Open, then it opens that up. And then you can just do New Scene, which brings up a new empty scene with nothing in it. Okay, so now I'll take you through the transformation tools, but to do that we need to have an object, so go to Create, then click on Text, and if you click on this option box, that's what it's called, it'll bring up this little options menu screen, and you can type in whatever text you want to, then you can select your font. Just click on Bevel for now, we'll get into the other ones later, then go to Straight Out, and just click Create, and that'll bring up this nice wireframe thing. So just click on this to smooth shade it all, and that looks a ton better. And so to move it, select it, and then click on this tool, and you can just move it by grabbing onto the handles. Pretty straightforward. This goes along Z, X, Y, same thing with rotation, and then scaling, just moving it, scaling it, Z, Y, X, X, Y, Z. And so now you have this kind of disfigured object. If you want to set it back to how it was before, open up this channel box, and translate being move, rotate being rotate, of course, and then scale being scale. if you select all of these and set to 0, that'll move it back to where it was before. Same with rotation, and then scale, you can set it all to 1, and then it'll be back to how it was before. And then there's also attribute editor, which is just like the channel box, but it looks nice, and you'll be using this a ton in the future, so get used to using it, but not really for moving stuff, for more intense stuff. And I think that's it for this tutorial. I'll see you guys later.